Okay, so we are outside. I am under a very large umbrella. It's raining, but it's not god awful hot, and I'm not going to die of heat exhaustion out here today. I'm going to take you on a garden tour in between the raindrops, and then I'll show you what I harvest today. Hopefully, it's a good one. Okay, real quick, I just wanted to give a quick overall visual, but these are my tomatoes, and here I have beets and basil, bok choy that's bolting. I'm going to try to get the seeds. Same over here. And some lettuce and chives and some leeks. Can't really see the back too much, but there's broccoli back there, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, zucchinis. Let's go get a close-up. So I feel like I'm almost 100% doing this Florida weave incorrectly, but it seems to be doing okay now. Look at my tomatoes. There's a ton of little flowers up in the top over here. I don't know if it'll zoom in on those. There you go. So, and you're supposed to trim your tomatoes. That mortifies me. I don't know how to do it, so I just don't. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Tomato flowers. More, they're just popping up everywhere. All right, here's lettuce, and we're gonna harvest some of this today. You can see I've harvested whole heads here. I left the roots so that I know where I can plant more. Here's my cucumber plants. We're training these guys to grow up and over this arbor. Look at that broccoli. More cucumbers, and look here, we have little baby cucumbers. I do not self-pollinate, or I don't hand-pollinate these. These guys seem to do okay without that. But there you go, there's a whole bunch of little flowers in here. Little tiny cucumber starts. And look at this massive, massive dill. Can I even get it all in there? There you go. Massive dill. This lettuce is a little bit further behind because I staggered my plantings. Volunteer tomato that I will let grow because my lettuce will be out of the way shortly. There's some sage. We're going to harvest that. These guys are more broccoli that were planted after the big ones I'm going to show you. Here's the big sucker broccoli. And I finally have my first floret. The whole thing will be worth it, even if I just eat that in the garden. Here's my baby squashes. And this one looks like it's got powdery mildew. I'm not really sure. I might pull her out. Actually, I am gonna pull her out. My onions are popping up down here. These are either black beans or pinto beans. I'm not sure. The other side is black or pinto too. And here it is, my giant zucchinis. And if we lift up, we've got that one. I've actually harvested one this morning, but I have a bunch of little baby zucchinis out here. Let's see if I can find another one. Oh yeah, there's one. There's about one on each of these plants. Yep, and there's one in the back there. I don't know. There she is. You can see her. She's hiding. There we go. More lettuce. Again, we'll harvest that a little bit later. We got our Brussels sprouts, green beans. Dive in deeper, and there's kale, more lettuce. More lettuce here, and I actually threw down some arugula seeds in here, so I can see the start of that happening. Cabbage. This one looks so good to me. It's forming really nicely. This one's doing okay. They're all doing really well. More green beans, and you see they grow up and over this. So all green beans. You see a bunch of flowers. You can actually start to see, look, here's one. Green bean. More lettuce. I've got some leeks going in here, and Brussels sprouts, and the tomatoes. Let's walk to the front. Okay, so here's the beets. Look at this guy. He's just so close. We might pull him up today, we'll see. Oh, and there's another one back there starting to pop out. Our basil. And look at all the flowers on the tomatoes. We have to do the Florida weave again because look how high these are. This is probably Brussels sprouts, yeah. More Brussels sprouts. And that's everything we have in here. Oh, let me show you the potatoes. Okay, so here's our potato beds. We got these two. These were started from potatoes last year. And I actually filled them with dirt this year as they were growing. So we'll see if that means I get more. So all the potatoes. Over here, this is quinoa. And look at that. Can you see it's starting to form the little heads? Quinoa is a seed, so we actually have to get it to seed. I will be netting these so that the birds don't get to it. And this is my garlic, and they just look so freaking sad. I'm not sure about those. We'll see what happens. See, doesn't that garlic look sad? And everything looks okay. More sad garlic. We're just gonna watch it and see what it does. So there's a lot more garden space that I have that I utilize, and I call it the Chaos Garden, which I'll show you in just a second. But I also decided not to move my calendula out of the greenhouse. And look at those pretty blooms. We're gonna harvest those today. This is a lime tree or bush or something. And I know it doesn't look good, but it was outside, and as soon as I put it in the greenhouse where it gets hotter in here, I think it's starting to do better. We'll see. So let me walk you through the strawberry patch, the pumpkin patch, and the Chaos Garden. So here's the Chaos Garden. Can you see why I call it that? So this is wheat, and I have netting over it because the squirrels are the #1 disaster striker in my yard. So I'm gonna have to actually raise it up so that the wheat can grow taller and protect it from the birds. Here's tomatoes. You can see I have so much to do in here. I have to kill all this grass. It's just taking over, and it'll start to become a swamp. It already is. But here's where I have my peppers planted, and they're all very sad because it's been, I think, too cold and too wet for them. But I have some of the stuff that just wouldn't fit in the main area in here. Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and my artichoke in the back. Actually, let's go get on that one. Oh, here, we have some kale. Baby kales. Okay, these are my rows of artichokes right here. And this guy is looking fantastic. I have to figure out what to do with him. Then we have all of our other leftover tomatoes right here. All the way around. Our fig tree and the strawberry patch. We have another fig here and more blueberries. And that's my wild pumpkin patch. So I'm gonna see what I can harvest today. I think it's gonna be a couple beets, some lettuce, some kale. I already got a zucchini this morning. I'm gonna get some herbs and strawberries. Okay, so I was walking in between the raindrops for about 10 minutes and now it's raining again. So I think at least I got the garden to work, right? So I couldn't necessarily harvest what I wanted to right now, but we'll try again later.